What's up, YouTube? Randy B. Garden Therapy. I want to show you what I had going on this week. My tomatoes are doing well. My honeydew melons, orange flesh melons rather, are finally climbing up the trellis. My potatoes, they're starting to lean over. That's what they're supposed to do. They haven't started turning yellow yet, but they start laying on top of each other, over top of themselves like that right there. That's part of the process. So over the next 2 or 3 weeks, they'll start yellowing and dying off. So I took them out of the main garden and put them over here to the side where they still get plenty of sun.
So it's the top plants, it's the green part that actually turns yellow and die, not the potatoes themselves.
Correct. The potatoes are there and they're getting fat, but the indication that they're ready is when the leaves and all the foliage dies back. That's when I'll show you when I roll them out how big they are. My beans, Bean City. These are my provider beans, and my bush beans are over here. I planted the provider beans 3 weeks before I planted the bush beans. I don't want to be harvesting 4 beds of beans at once. So the provider bush beans will come up first, then the Blue Lake bush beans. By the time I pick the Blue Lake bush beans, I would have pulled the provider plants and left the roots in. Whenever you pull string bean plants, leave the roots in the soil, because they have nodules that create nitrogen for your soil, and it's a good fertilizer. You probably noticed my squash plants are going. I got hit by the old squash bug. He started laying eggs everywhere. So we harvested what we had, put it in the freezer, yanked the plants, burnt the leaves so the eggs can hatch. So that's the nature of the beast. Niecy's over here looking at these tomatoes.
Because I see a red one.
Oh, she sees a red tomato. Where is it?
It's laying up in there, up under these two.
Oh yeah, we got one coming. Let me see if I can get in there. There it is. Yeah, won't be long. So yeah, things are coming along good.
The only thing about harvesting is you really have to pay attention to the plants. Because if you're not careful, because most of the time I do the harvesting.
Yeah, right.
If you're not careful, they'll get overgrown or they'll fall. So you have to really look deeply in all this foliage, I guess.
So yeah.
All these vines.
Yeah, tomatoes are looking good.
Now, why is it you like for yours to ripen on the vine? I know some people take them off the vine and let them sit in the windowsill.
Well, actually, I really don't let them ripen completely on the vine, because that's when the bugs come in and they see that red fruit. They see that red tomato. And they like tomatoes just like I do. So they're going to attack. So I have to use every means necessary to keep them off of my plants. Have to keep them tied up too. They'll fall all over the place. There's a nice big one there. So yeah. Excuse me? Yeah, I've got one down here that's acting like cherry tomatoes. Let me see if I can get a close up in there. That's an heirloom. That's a big beefsteak, and it's acting like it's a cherry tomato the way it's growing. But I take it any way I can get it. So yeah, things are looking good. Yeah, they're up in there. Moving on. I'm gonna bring you to my bee balm. Lemon bee balm. Baker Creek heirloom seeds. I never heard of a bee balm plant. I ordered some other vegetable, tomatoes or whatever, and they sent me a free packet. And I'm like, bee balm, what is that? So I started studying it, and it said that it attracts bees, hence the name bee balm. So I was like, yeah, right. So I planted it, and lo and behold, the bees are having a field day. This plant is actually responsible for bringing my bees to my garden early this year. One other thing I wanted to show you was the stems on the bee balm. It's a square stem. I've never seen a square stem. See if I can get a close-up on one here. That one right there. Let's zoom in on that one. The stem is actually square. That's highly unusual. Never saw a plant like that with a square stem. On to the Survivor cucumber that I always brag about. Bee tried to get me. I'm gonna go around the other way. My Survivor cucumber actually put out a cucumber yesterday. We already picked it. But
for a salad tonight.
Yep, it's already chopped up in the salad. But yeah, it's still putting on more. It ain't stopping. It's putting on more. That one pretty large right there, so it's got them all the way up the vine. So this plant kept on going, man. Going through hell, keep going. Don't stop, keep going. It's the quickest way out.
It's the first to bloom.
Yeah, first to harvest, first to produce. The one I left for dead. Won't do that again. Red tape. Oh yeah, the red tape. Wherever you see red tape in my garden, that's telling me not to pick that plant. The red tape right there on the edge. I'm gonna let that plant mature. I'm gonna let the peppers mature, over ripen until they're almost rubbery. Then I'm gonna recover the seeds for next year, so I won't have to buy any seeds. So yeah. Moving to my okra. Okra's starting to jump. It's doing its thing now. It was slow coming. It was waiting on them 90s. 90-degree weather. Yeah, we hit 90. We hit over 90 today. Okra is the last thing you want to plant in your garden. Okra loves heat. Okra, a 100-degree day, okra just shake that off. That's all you got. So yeah, that okra gonna start jumping now since the heat's done set in. Here's my other potatoes, my Kennebec whites. They're starting to fall over a little bit in the back. It's a natural occurrence. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to fall over. They're yellow too, but this is a late season versus the red potatoes or early season. The red potatoes are 90 days. These white potatoes are going to take 120 days. So that way, again, you ain't pulling all your potatoes at once. Let me swing around here. Well, I'm gonna save the corn for last. Let me show you my other cucumbers. They're going nicely. They're climbing the trellis. Like I said, I weave them through them squares as they grow. As they move up, as they grow, I'll weave them through them squares. No need to tie them. No need to stake them. Just weave them. It's like that one over there, right there. Just take it, weave it, and it'll come out that way.
Why do you like this kind of wiring or whatever it's called?
Cattle panels. The reason I like the cattle panels, as you can see, if I didn't have them cattle panels, these cucumbers will be sprawled out all over the bed. They'll be everywhere. They'll be taken over. Them peppers wouldn't survive. They'd be choked out. But by growing them upward, you're saving space and you're getting more productivity. And they naturally grow upward. As you can see, they grab onto the trellis on their own. So they're natural climbers. They prefer to climb.
Yeah, I know you see a lot of those little small racks for tomatoes and stuff.
Those little tomato racks, I wouldn't even buy them. Not for the big beef tomatoes I grow. I mean, if you're growing some little better boys, big boys, some of them little bitty tomatoes, yeah, they might work, but I grow the big heirlooms. Moving on, some more string beans, Provida beans. I love beans.
5 different levels of beans.
I got them in succession. It's called succession planting. So they don't all.
Do a lot of freezing.
Yeah, that means you're gonna do a lot of freezing, but I'll help you. Let me show you these Roma tomatoes. They're starting to. Niecy running around trying to start the camera. They running. They coming in nice. Those are Romas. Yeah, those are Roma tomatoes right there. Those are little, puny little tomatoes. But they're good. And like I said, for my peppers, wherever you see that green tape, that red tape, it's a plant I'm not going to harvest. And as you can see, I got some in there, but I'm gonna leave them. I got them all in there. Yep. And the last of my cabbage, not quite ready yet. That's the last of it. My second stage of lettuce. First stage, I took it out of the sun. It was getting a little too hot. My corn. The boys have arrived. Boys are tasseling. They standing tall, waiting on the girls. Oh, wait a minute. The girls have arrived. It's time to party now. What's gonna happen is the boys are gonna drop pollen down from those tassels onto the girls and fertilize that corn. Sometimes in the morning, what I'll do in the morning, 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, I'll come out here and I'll give the boys a little shake and let the pollen fall. And the girls get happy. They start jumping for joy. Let me show you one more. See there? So yeah, it's fun. Corn is fun to grow. Now, this is my incredible corn. Let me back up here. This is my incredible corn. This is my peaches and cream. And as you can see, the boys are starting to show up in the peaches and cream. So peaches and cream don't want to be outdone. Peaches and cream, that's some good corn right there. I eat this peaches and cream before I eat that incredible corn.
Why is it called peaches and cream?
Because it's got bi-colored kernels and they are delicious. Cooked on a grill with some butter, a little bit of salt, charcoal grill, man, you ain't seen nothing. I'm gonna back up and give you you know I love my corn. I'm gonna back up and give you a overview of the corn. You got the peaches and cream, and in the background, you got the incredible. The incredible, I'm gonna get that incredible. That's gotta be 8 feet tall. That incredible.
More than that, 'cause you're 6.
It's known to get 10 feet. And some big, plump, juicy ears of corn, all yellow. Fat, juicy, plumpy, delicious corn.
What people don't understand is you're doing it in a box, but you're using your cattle panels
Yeah.
to keep it stable.
Well, it's in a box. It's in a lowered raised bed. I didn't put it in a raised bed. I just used a lower type action there. And I put in T-posts on each corner. And as you can see right there, that's a cattle panel trellis. The wind blows, that corn ain't going nowhere.
Who came up with that idea?
I thought of that. I got tired of coming home with corn laying on the ground. Get off work, yeah, I'm going to pick some corn, and it's laying on the ground. So I thought about it and watched YouTube. They didn't help. Oh, sorry, YouTube. But yeah, I've got them on my Incredible Corn too, as you can see. And that keeps the wind from blowing my corn over. Moving on, my fire pit. Probably fire that up tonight. Moving on, I'm gonna step back and give you a overview.
Yeah, I hear people say that you have to have a lot of money in that garden, but if it's anything that you enjoy doing, I mean, some people go out buying watches and
I invest in my garden. I like growing vegetables and I like giving vegetables away. I like giving them away more than I like eating them.
oh God, that's a lot to try to freeze and can and all that kind of stuff. I have a master can in here.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do that. So here's an overview of everything. It's a jungle out there. So this is Randy B and Niecy. Y'all be careful out there. Look out for one another. You know, just try to look out for your neighbors, your friends, your people. Look out for your people. Call them, see how they're doing. And if you're at the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. This is Randy B, and Niecy's going to end the video.
Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification button. Thanks, guys. Have a great evening. See you next week. Well, talk to you next week.
We're out. 17 minutes. Or did I start a new video? That's probably what I did yesterday.